So I got this thing. It's designed to do the wireless charging. This is going to be a really great place for it because the phone fits in there just right and it closes down. It's basically just this little piece that I think if we get it right up underneath there, that's just going to sit on there and charge it. And this other cable in here, that's because I got the iPod adapter. So I'm going to get this taken out and see what we got going on underneath there, because I think it should be as simple as that. Okay, so here this is pretty easy. There's just a couple of Torx screws that come out. Okay, so I discovered the best way to do this is to get this thing out of here. But then there's this problem. Underneath you can see that mechanism that opens and closes this thing goes across the bottom. So the wireless charger isn't gonna necessarily work. So I was hoping I was gonna be able to just mount it right under there, but it would be stuck on this thing and slide around, which wouldn't work. But then I discovered that this piece comes out. There's just when you have this thing closed, there's two little places in there and on the other side where you have to push a little screwdriver in just to pop the little tabs right there so that it comes out. Thought I could just attach that piece on the bottom right there so that when you're inside it would charge right in there, but it makes it too thick. So what I've done, I took this thing out of its little housing unit, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a Dremel and I'm just going to shave these little fins down, and then I'm going to stick this directly on there, which has this nice little already like rubber mat already built in. So it'll be really nice to know right where the target point is for the charging. And the phone will sit right in there inside the little secret compartment and charge right on that little area inside. So I'm going to get that all stuck on there and then I'll show you what it looks like. And then we just got to run a wire down there and tap into the fuse box for power and we'll be all set. Okay, so just wanted to show I kind of flattened out all those little ridges underneath this piece here. So even after grinding those down, the inside of this piece is just so tight it didn't leave room for it. So what I did, and this is just temporary, I'm gonna tape this with better tape and stuff, but I basically taped that flat back so in case you ever want to go back to factory you didn't cut that piece off. So it's just flat back, and then I've got the wireless charging unit in there, and you'll see it's showing up right down there across the bottom. Now the kit came with like a rubber mat type stuff and some plastic that you can cut to fit, so I'll be able to cut the rubber mat to cover this up, so it'll just look like a nice little finished rubber base in there. So that's going to work, and then this whole piece is going to slide right back in there, and that'll be the wireless bit inside that whole unit right there. So I just got to make that a little bit more secure, and then hopefully that'll be the end of it. I got it all in there. So this is the charging unit, and I taped it up real good underneath and just like ran the wire around, so everything is tight underneath. This is the iPod adapter that used to have the iPod sitting in there, and this is the cable for it. I think I'm going to reroute it out the back, go down here and have it come out in the glove box so that this can just be used for my phone now. So I'm going to put this all back together and then I'm going to get the whole unit put back in, but I just wanted to just show what it looked like. This is the piece that inserts into the big secret compartment. Okay, I got this all assembled back together. So that comes open. We've got our little plate. It's hard to see in there, but there's just a little rubber mat, and the whole charging unit is concealed underneath there. And this piece is back in, which is the iPod adapter. So then you just got to plug those back in. This is the one for the iPod. I didn't want to put the iPod back in here because I want this to just be for my phone. So I ran the iPod cord down into the glove box. So that's where the iPod will live. So I can use this for just my phone now. So now it's just a matter of putting it all back in. And then this is the cord that we'll have to just do a fuse tap. We'll just do a fuse tap to get that in and power it up. All right, it goes like that.